Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some practice battles for Fusion Cup. So thanks to Merciless Wizzies for doing the practice battles with me. You guys have probably been wondering where I am. Timeless was really bad for me. I did terribly at it. So it's like no one wants to or needs to see that. So let's just not talk about Timeless. So yeah, we started off with the Alolan Sandslash against Altaria. He switched into his Mud Boy and I did a mirror switch and I was lucky to land a Blizzard there. So we are able to get to another Mud Bomb and he's just farming up a whole bunch of energy. And so now he's going to throw one and it's a Mud Bomb. So he does get the shield bait on me there. He's got another charge move ready to go. I'm not sure what it is, but I figured I could tank a Blizzard if it was, because I'd already wasted a shield, so I didn't want to waste another one. It turned out to be a Mud Bomb, and we've got another Mud Bomb. So we had 3 Mud Bombs saved up in a row. We didn't shield the last 2 there, and then we're able to get to our own Mud Bomb to win that little mirror match. And he brings out his Alolan Sandslash. I always keep forgetting that Alolan Sandslash is part steel typing and was super surprised when I got all of that damage with mere little Mud Bomb. I thought I'm just going to throw this and see what damage I can get done, and it was super effective. So then he's able to take us down with fast moves, and then here's me forgetting that there's a steel typing. Totally forgot about the Gyro Ball and he almost took my Wigglytuff out. So we are able to fast move him down and he goes into Altaria and fast moves us down. So then we've got our Alolan Sandslash in the back with an Ice Punch ready to go, and Spammy Boy gets to another Ice Punch and we take the win. So that was a good first practice battle there. Pretty generally meta team. Now we're going a little bit off meta, so we've got Alolan Marowak against Piloswine, and he bails out of there straight away into his Probo Pass, and I go into Lantern, and we've got Water Gun here doing pretty decent damage. He does throw a Magnet Bomb. I choose not to shield that one, and we're just still Water Gunning him down. He gets to another charge move, probably going to be a Rock Slide, so that does way more damage there, as you could see. And so we go for the electric charge move here, and he doesn't shield it, so we take out the Probo Pass. Now his Obama Snow just comes in and totally melts my Lantern away. We go into Marowak, so the fire type fast move is doing super duper effective damage, so it's really good, and we're able to get to a Mud Bomb and get a shield, which is even better. So I decided to try to sort of bluff charging up to a Shadow Ball and through another Mud Bomb. We got the second shield and we're able to fast move him down. So then he goes back into Piloswine. We're back where we began in the beginning. I've got a shield for the charge move that's coming, which is an Avalanche. I'm not sure what that would have done to my Marowak, so I shielded it anyway, and we're able to finish it up with a Shadow Ball. Love Shadow Ball time. Shadow Ball time is the best time, unless you're against a Noctowl. So we've got Noctowl against his Bronzong. He decides to change out into Magneton. I think I always get those 3 mixed up. So I decide to, that was a really good switch on his behalf. So I then switch out into my Swampert, would get up to a Hydro Cannon. Like, even though they nerfed it, it's still really spammy and really strong. So don't discount Swampert just thinking, oh, they've nerfed him. Like, he's still really, really useful. So we are able to take the Magneton out, and he brings his Bronzong back in. So I've got a Earthquake ready to go. If that hits, yep, it's going to KO the ground against the steel typing. And he's got his Noctowl in the back. So we get to another Hydro Cannon. I do expect a shield here. We'll be able to get to another Hydro Cannon anyway. I don't shield this one. It turns out to be a Psychic, so I wasn't sure what that was going to do, but we are able to survive it there and get the Hydro Cannon. And I couldn't believe that we actually were able to get to another Hydro Cannon. How crazy is that? So take a really big chunk off of the Noctowl there. We've still got a shield left, like there's not really much coming back from this. But don't worry, I don't win them all. I think I was just having some beginner's luck or something because, yeah, he does kick my butt a little bit later on. So I decided to try out the #1 pick, Altaria. Personally, I've really been preferring Noctowl. Its normal typing really protects it against any of the ghost types, which is really, if you can say whatever to a Shadow Ball, that's already an advantage if you ask me. So now we've got Lantern against his Celio, and we are locked into this battle, so we're just going to have to deal with the spam that comes from Celio and do our best with our, like, Water Gun's a pretty good fast move, so we do our best with Water Gun. We are able to get to a Thunderbolt here, and he doesn't decide to shield, so we take that Celio out, and he brings in his, I'm thinking Nuzleaf. I know it's not a Nuzleaf. Anyway, I didn't expect those dark charge fast moves to take us down that quickly, but it did. So we bring out our Altaria. Obviously the sky attacks are going to be doing good damage, and also the dragon and the flying would be resisting any grass type moves. Now he brings out his Claydol, and I bring out I actually switched into my Venomoth. It's a rank 11 Venomoth. I mean, I don't mean to brag or anything. I got really lucky. I'm pretty sure I did this one for my first ever cup in the Twilight Cup, and it turned out to be really good PvP IVs when I had no idea what I was doing. So we do, it was sort of like a sacrificial swap, but I don't think I really executed it properly, but that was the idea I had in my head, and he's just able to fast move us down there. So now going into a match with, I've got a Bubble Poliwrath. Do you know what? Still today, like recording this, I still haven't TM'd it. I just keep forgetting, and every time I remember, I'm in the menu for a battle, and it's like, oh, I just keep forgetting. I should do it right after I record this. So I decided I was going to try out Abomasnow, and it just, wow, it's pretty good, I've got to say. Like, the Razor Leaf on Abomasnow seems to do a lot of damage. Like, I thought that Venusaur used Razor Leaf well. Abomasnow is full on. So we end up going, letting our Abomasnow go down there and going into Alolan Raichu. Spammy boy. The bug typing on the Heracross isn't going to like the electric, if I'm correct. I'm not too sure. I've been playing PvP since Twilight, so February 2019, and I still don't have my head around the resistances, the effectivenesses, that's the word now. Yeah, I'm still getting my head around it all. Yeah, so sometimes I forget, and I have to learn the hard way. We end up going back into our Poliwrath here, and he throws a Magnet Bomb. It doesn't take us out, and the bubbles aren't really doing very much at all. Poliwrath, he tried his best, okay? So we bring back out Alolan Raichu, which is, it's not an ideal matchup. We are able to take it out with the electric charge move, I can't remember, Wild Charge. And we've got another Wild Charge ready. The spamminess won me that battle for sure. So here we have Noctowl against Wigglytuff, and I'm able to get to a charge move here. Wigglytuff does take a really long time to get to its charge moves, but of course we all know that the fast move DPS will damage for each charge. I can't even speak, oh my goodness. The damage for each fast move is what really makes these charm users really useful. So he does end up winning the match there. He gets the Blizzard, I believe, off on us. And I decided to go into my Whiscash and just try to farm up some energy. Even though I've only just bought it out, look how much charms did to my Whiscash. Now we do have a lot of energy. I go for a shield bait here, and he doesn't fall for it. So I'm like, do I go for another Blizzard? Do I go for another Mud Bomb? I wasn't sure what to do. So I went for the Blizzard, assuming that he's going to shield it, but he doesn't. So that's really good for us. We've still got 2 shields, so I decided to shield this one. It turns out I need to be a Mud Bomb. I've been baited. Now he gets to another charge move, and I'm really not sure if it's a blizzard or a mud bomb. Turns out to be a mud bomb, so it's okay, and we actually see him P-tied there. So I end up throwing my mud bomb, wasting a bit of my energy, and he brings out Noctowl. We do get to another mud bomb. I'm still trying to get that last shield out of him, but he's holding on to it. So we go into Alola Marowak. Now this is not a good matchup for me at all. Both of my charge moves aren't doing anything to Noctowl. My first move, as you can see, is doing like the tiniest little bit. Watch how little this does. Oh, poor Marowak. He's trying his best though. We go for a Shadow Ball. It's not going to do anything. The normal typing is just, he laughs at Shadow Balls. So, do I shield? I'm still trying. Well, we are, like, look how low he is, but throwing this mud bomb, we all saw how much it does. Like, it's not going to do anything. I don't know if I would have been able to get to a Shadow Ball, but I think that he would have got to his Psychic before I got to a Shadow Ball. So GG is there. Alola Marowak, you do not want your Alola Marowak locked up against a Noctowl in any situation ever. So now I'm trying out my OG Venusaur. Terrible PvP IVs. I still don't have a good PvP IV Venusaur, but what do you do? So we go for a Frenzy Plant. This one is a Vine Whip Venusaur. He decides to switch out into can't think of the name, Toxicroak, and I instantly switch out into my Noctowl because Poison type will destroy my Venusaur. So we go for a Sky Attack here. He decides to shield. It must be counter as the fast move. It's like absolutely destroying my Noctowl. I didn't expect that. We were very lucky to take the win though. So we're able to get rid of the Toxicroak. The only bad thing is that, of course, now the PvP's got to charge up a bit of energy off of that 1 HP we had left. So we're able to get to a Frenzy Plant here, and then I decide to shield this and try to hold on to my Venusaur here and hopefully win this matchup. He doesn't have any shields left, so this should take out the PvP. We've still got a shield. Now he brings out Bronzong. The Confusions will just delete me because of my poison typing. And we've got Wigglytuff against Bronzong. This gets so close, oh my gosh. Now of course Bronzong's steel typing is resisting the charms. So we're not just like destroying it like we would normally with charm. For some reason I go for a Play Rough. Don't think I was thinking about the steel typing there. And as you can see, it came down to 1 HP each, and his fast move ended up killing me before my charm killed him. So I hope you enjoyed the battles, and I'm sorry that I haven't had much content up lately. If I'm just going to be losing all the time, I don't really see the point. Nobody is really learning from that. So here's to a better month in Fusion, and thank you to everyone who has watched and made it this far. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Although anything is easily explained to you, there's no show.